Hello and welcome to Global News Factory. I'm an Indian and for the longest time I admired Trump more than any other global leader. He was the man who said it like it is, the guy who did not bow down to political correctness. He punched up, took on radical extremism, exposed the media mafia, took a battering ram to the woke cult, and was not afraid to burn bridges if it meant putting his country first. MAGA was not just a slogan, it was a revolution, a rallying cry for all of us, all of them who were sick of soft leaders and puppet regimes. But just 150 days into his return, he has given us nothing but a growing list of disappointments. And worse, he seems to be repeating every mistake we thought he was elected to erase. This is not coming from a liberal. This is coming from a betrayed MAGA supporter, a betrayed peace supporter. So today, I want to break down the 3 self-inflicted wounds Trump has caused in just 24 hours. These are not just bad policies, they are reckless moves that show either a massive lapse in judgment or, worse, a shift in allegiance. Let's talk facts. Mistake number 1, Trump versus Musk, the ego clash that should never have happened. There was a time when Trump and Elon Musk were two halves of the same coin. Visionaries with a disdain for bureaucracy and an appetite for disruption. But now Trump is busy throwing shade at Musk, claiming he would have won even without support from Elon Musk.
You've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway. He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Come on, let's be real. If Trump was the voice of the rebellion, Musk gave it a megaphone. Let's not forget, in his first term, Trump was systematically deplatformed from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. He was wiped off the grid. And yet, Musk bought Twitter, now X, cleaned it up and gave Trump his voice back. See, that platform allowed Trump supporters to rally, to counter legacy media lies, and to organize without censorship. Now, Trump wants to pretend he could have done it all alone. That is not just delusional, it is dangerous. Musk is not some low-level donor. He is the richest man on earth with the power to reshape political landscapes. He has already floated the idea of starting a new political party, one that could splinter Trump's voter base in half. And he is not afraid to use his voice. On X, Musk recently accused Trump of hiding files linked to Jeffrey Epstein. True or not, it plants a seed, a very toxic one. Trump needs allies, not public spats that make him look petty and insecure. If he keeps burning bridges with powerful people who once had his back, he will find himself isolated even within MAGA. And I'm not getting into the big beautiful bill details. It is up to Americans to decide what is wrong, what is right. The bigger disappointment here is the way Trump has handled this mess. Even if there are disagreements, grown-ups do not take it to street and turn it into a dogfight. Mistake number 2, the Ukraine hypocrisy, preaching peace, promoting war. Trump made a big deal about being the man who could end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. He promised diplomacy, de-escalation, and a return to sanity.
What does Donald Trump miss the most about being president?
That I could do so much. I'll give you an example. When I said I could fix this war in Ukraine in 24 hours, but you can only do it from the presidential seat. You can't do it. Let's say he sent me over as an emissary. You can't do it. You have to be in that position.
You have to be the guy.
I would fix that within 24 hours. And if I win, before I get into the office, I will have that war settled. 100% sure.
But behind closed doors, the story appears to be very different. Axios reported that Trump was thrilled by Ukraine's recent drone strikes on Russian air bases. Strong, he said, badass, he called it. Let me break it down for you. Ukraine launched drones that struck targets in Russia's far north and east, thousands of kilometers away from the front line. Some Russian bombers were hit. This was not some rogue mission, this was a sophisticated operation. Former French Army Lieutenant Colonel Guillaume Ancel said it clearly: Ukraine does not have the tech to pull this off alone. They required US satellite data, advanced comms, and live intel. In short, the US played a hand, possibly under Trump's knowledge, maybe even his approval. So while Trump tweets about peace, his administration cheers on strikes that could trigger massive escalation. White House later said they did not know about this plan. Come on, it was in the works for 18 months, as Ukraine says, and your intel could not sniff it. I don't buy this. It is betrayal. You do not get to wear the peacekeeper badge while backing proxy wars from the shadows. Now coming to mistake number 3. Here comes the biggest stab in the back for every Indian Trump supporter. Trump's shady business dealings with Pakistan. While the US-India ties should be soaring, Trump is making deals with Pakistan. Of all, his family-backed company, World Liberty Financial, has just inked a major agreement with the Pakistani government. Guess who owns 60% of that company? Eric Trump, Trump Jr., and Jared Kushner. And what is happening in return? Trump is suddenly soft on Pakistan. He in fact looks ready to lock horns with India. He is calling for mediation on Kashmir again, saying he stopped India from taking military action against Pakistan. He is praising Pakistan's restraint. Even his new travel ban list excludes Pakistan, a non-safe haven for extremists. Coincidence? Trump himself has criticized Pakistan in the past. Let's be blunt. Trump is now aligning with India's enemy because of a business deal. That is not America first. That is Trump first. Trump family first. And it is disgusting. India has stood by the US through thick and thin. We stopped buying oil from Iran and Venezuela when Trump asked for it during his first presidency. We refused to buckle under pressure from Biden to cut ties with Russia. We held our ground when the EU and NATO balked orders. We stayed neutral, sovereign, proud. Now, Trump's team wants to lecture us. US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick just warned India against buying arms from Russia or aligning with BRICS. Come on, the I in BRICS stand for India. Lutnick said joining BRICS rubbed the US the wrong way. Or really, we thought Trump was different from Biden. Turns out he is singing the same old tune: intimidation, threats, lectures. Trump, if you want strong India-US ties, which are beneficial for every American, by the way, it better be built on mutual respect, not your coin value or family business portfolio. Democrats were a disaster, of course. Biden was a joke, of course. But if Trump is going to repeat the same sins and wrap them in red caps, then maybe we do not need either. As Elon Musk said, maybe it is time for a third political party in US, one that does not sell out allies, one that does not flip-flop for profit. Trump has one last chance to course correct, or he can keep playing king and watch his empire crumble from within. Thanks for staying with me. You're watching Global News Factory. Take care. Bye-bye.